Hey guys, what's up? REVan Evan here. We're at the Holly NMRA Drag Racing Series in Bradenton, Florida. This is the first race of the year, and we've been just waiting to see Coyote Stock. One of the coolest classes in drag racing. It's a Coyote motor sealed from the factory. Every racer runs the same engine. This is Chad Stevens right here from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Everybody runs a stick too. They're dropping the clutch, they're ramming the gears, and Chad, everybody loves your car for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's not a Foxbody Mustang. Nothing wrong with that, but everybody's got a Foxbody Mustang. You chose a T-Bird, and this thing drags the bumper every pass, as we're gonna show you in a few minutes when he gets behind the wheel. Why a T-Bird? Why Coyote Stock?
Well, many years I ran Foxbody Mustangs. I love them dearly, but I wanted something different. We were gonna build a Fairmont originally, and then we got looking at things and we thought, the Thunderbird's always done well for the Glidden family. Right. We wanted something different, and I know the car has an aero advantage, and we've shown that when we brought this car out. The car's run very strong, a lot of mile an hour. Now we're just trying to take advantage, obviously, of the ET, and the wheelies are fun, but we're going to tame them down just a little bit and get some ET hopefully today out of this thing. Speaking
of aero, Bill Elliott, 212 miles an hour at Talladega.
Absolutely.
Was $1 million awesome Bill from Dawsonville back in the day. Ran really fast at one of these body style T-Birds. And does the longer wheelbase affect the car compared to a Mustang?
It has been the biggest challenge. There's a blessing and a curse. It's something that I've had to relearn a lot of the suspension points. We spent a lot of time moving ballast around. We've played with every angle on this car. It's really shown a lot of gains, but we're still figuring the car out. It definitely is different than your typical Foxbody Mustang.
So the class is really regulated because it's a sealed crate engine, and not only that, but every racer has to run the same tune. They flash the car right in the staging lane sometimes, right?
Absolutely they do, and they do what they call a verification just to make sure that nobody's been playing with the tunes. And these guys, as straight as legal as it can be. It's a self-policing class, and honestly it's like a family, and that's why we come down here and race with these guys. Right,
so with a rev limiter already preset to what, like
7,700 RPM.
So they're limited on how much gear you can get away with. Everybody runs a slick tire. I guess all the magic is really suspension, clutch, and driver skill, right?
That's everything, and it's a challenge. It's the most competitive class I've ever been involved in. It makes you think extremely out of the box, and the bar just keeps getting raised, as we've seen this weekend already. And the guys are just a great group, and we support each other. So I'm in for this.
So tell us a little bit real quick, what clutch and transmission are you running?
Currently, what's in the car is the G101 4-speed transmission. Paul Long and Leonard Long have been a great support to all the racers in the class.
Right.
We run, the same box you're going to find in all these cars in this class. The clutch is a Fidenza, another group that's been supportive. You're going to find that the top cars all have those clutches in them. They work very well. There's many different clutches. That's part of the big secret. However, that's what we decided to run, and it's been running great for us.
So, one more question about the car itself, I guess, and the class. Where do you find the most changes or differences from car to car? Headers, or like where are guys really separated?
Believe it or not, I'm an engine builder. I used to build all my own stuff. We spent a lot of time on the engine dyno. If you look at the mile an hour on the qualifying sheet, it is not in the engine. The engines are all very competitive. They're very even. Chassis and clutch. Clutch being paramount. Clutch is #1 in this class, and you have to think differently. You ran stock limiter, you know what it's like. You have to push every envelope, you have to try everything and go for it. And I'll tell you, the dividends are paid when you put that time in. So you got to test and you got to put the time in, that's it.
Right, you can, and if you pay attention when you watch the class, you got to come out and watch this class. You can hear if you stick the tire real hard and it pulls the motor down.
Oh yeah.
No bueno.
This class will keep you humble, let me tell you. Look at some of the guys that run this class. You got guys like Matherly, Jacob, you've had Charlie Booz in this class, you've got a team over there, that's got Eddie, Bennett, all the big players in it. And they're constantly struggling too, and we're figuring things out. And the funny part is we share a lot of information to help each other out. And that is something I've never seen in a class in my life before, is the amount of support. And just like half of us spent the time in motorhomes last night having drinks and talking and just relaxing.
Right.
And I love that part of racing.
Right, so we're down here in Bradenton. You got 2 qualifying sessions under your belt already. Monster air conditions. It's been below sea level as far as the density altitude. I'm assuming you've made your quickest runs ever here so far, right?
Absolutely, we have.
And how quick have you gone?
10:16 at 131, and that was driving through the clutch all the way on the track. There's a lot of promise left in the car, and I'm hopefully going to show that off today.
Yeah, there's been a couple 9-second runs. The record has been set this weekend. It's been a bunch of 10-0s. So hopefully you can get after this thing. And you got 2 more qualifying shots. We'll be watching. We might strap some cameras to this thing.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
All right, stay tuned and get ready to watch this thing go down the track. Weight is 3,100 pounds, and you've been 10, 16. Have you ever yanked the weight out and put your own tune in it or whatever, and seen how fast this motor will really go?
Absolutely. In the off season, that's when we have the most fun when it comes to that. We pull out the ballast. This car has 450 pounds of ballast in it.
Wow.
With the factory tune they supply and the spec fuel, the car has been 970s at 135 with a 128 60 foot, which blows me away considering what it used to take to run those numbers back in the day.
And the fact, right, absolutely, and the fact that it is a stock Mustang GT engine that the factory essentially builds. So we're gonna let you get back to work. Is there anybody you want to thank, give a shout out to?
I have an absolutely huge list of people to thank. I'm probably gonna forget a bunch. I apologize. Just know that I'm thinking of you. That's first of all is my family, my father Greg, my brother Damien, who come down here at every race and support me and help me. I have friends back home that chip in and help me with the car all the time. That would be Stephen Toth and Chris Joeli. And then one guy I really want to thank who's put a lot of time in helping me, the sticker over here, Chatterson Racing. He's we call him Chat Magic. He's my machinist, and they're a great group, good family, and I just love them, man. And they're a big. We have a lot of supporters back home that watch us, and that's my people. I want to thank every one of them.
Cool. Well, hey, the fans love your car. I love watching your car. I know it's a long way to come to all these NMRA races from Canada, but get out on the track. Good luck, and we'll kick some butt today.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Do it up.